across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They go play action with Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. second down. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with wood?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at the... line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Unlock right, unlock right. Nothing, 19, right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting a bank on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let it go again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2.
Hey, I mean, most of them blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. Second down, here's Barkley again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with a run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Jones now on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, it's not a comeback killer, but a huge obstacle with time running down. Still time left for the comeback because they haven't hit the 2-minute warning. But a long way now to get to the first down marker, and you know that defense is charged up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
50 Vikings. 7 Pirates.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 168 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw is Jones. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Looks like he'll throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
The score, Eagles 29, Giants 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.